Today we're looking at a classic country song that you can play with simple open chords, and many of those chords you can even play with just one finger on the chord hand. I've had a lot of requests to teach more country music on this YouTube channel, and today we're looking at No One Else on Earth by Wynonna, starting off with an easy acoustic version with a capo at the 3rd fret. We'll then look at how to play this on electric guitar with no capo and looking at the lead line, the signature lead line from the start of this song. Some great country techniques in there, including double stops, so fantastic for you guys working on that. But as we say in England, don't bore us, get to the chorus. And that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with the chorus. We'll need a capo at the 3rd fret, and the 3 chords that make up the bulk of the chorus are 1-finger power chords, E5, A5, and D5. So these are just playing pairs of strings. E5, A5 playing the A string and the next one down, and then D5 playing the D string and the next one down, but with a capo at the 3rd fret, so the first finger is placing where the dot is on most guitars at the actual 5th fret here, but with the capo that's at the 2nd fret. The other chords we'll need just for the chorus are a C major chord, standard way of playing it with fingers 1, 2 and 3, and then a D major chord, again with fingers 1, 2 and 3. That's C major and D major. Let me give you a quick demo first and then we'll play it together. And I'm just using 8th strumming all downs, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and per bar. So the main groove of this song is 2 beats of each chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if we use palm muting outside of the palm of the hand just here, it gives us the signature feel of the song. And the chorus goes, no one else on earth could ever hurt me, break my heart the way you do. Slight variation. No one else on earth was ever worth it. Then we go to C major, D major, back to that main groove. So we had main groove and then a couple of variations. That main part is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and cycling through those 3 power chords, which any beginner should be able to do. First variation's on the 2nd line. That 2nd line is a whole bar of the E5 chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And then the 4th line of the chorus is 1 bar of C major and 1 bar of D major, but lines 1 and 3 are the same. They're that main pattern. Let's have a look at that together. Join in with me in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2nd line, whole bar of the E chord, A, D, A, same as the 1st line. Then we have C major, D major. Let's do that one more time together, nice and slowly, and then we'll move on to the rest of the song. So super slow from the top of the chorus in 2, 3, 4. No one else on earth could ever hurt me, break my heart the way you do. And then no one else on earth was ever worth it. C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, if you're a fan of country music, I highly recommend checking out the Country Music Association YouTube channel, which is dedicated to growing country music globally. They have many great country music series, including In Their Boots, which profiles the talented people behind the scenes of country music, Music to My Ears, which has performers, producers and fans breaking down lyrics and reflecting on country music throughout the decades, and The High Notes, a series featuring country music icons and up-and-coming artists to see how they prepare a day before a career milestone. The most recent High Notes episode features Wynonna Judd, who is one of the most widely recognised and awarded female country musicians in history. Wynonna was part of a successful duo called the Judds with her mother. The Judds are among the most successful female duos of all time and helped shape the sound of contemporary country music back in the 80s, and Wynonna continued that with a mega successful solo career. Check out the link at the top of the description for the full episode of the High Notes featuring Wynonna, and subscribe to CMA for more behind the scenes action in country music. Thank you to CMA for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to learning No One Else on Earth. So if you could play the chorus to this song, great news, the verse is basically the same but even easier. The verse just loops that first line of the chorus over and over. So 1 and 2 and on the E5 chord, move into A, and then D, and back to A. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and remember to find that sweet spot with the palm muting. If you're too far this way, it will be too muted. Too far this way, it will have no impact at all. There is this sweet spot outside of the palm of the hand, just on the inside of this white bit, which is the bridge. That repeats 4 times for the verse. Then we get into the pre-chorus, which has a bar and a half of the A5 power chord, moving to a D minor chord. Though if you can't do the D minor chord yet, just play the one finger D5 chord that we've used already in place of the D minor. So this is, I shivered once, you broke into my soul, the damage is done now. And then we need to play a B chord. So if we move this A chord, and we think of it as a one finger A chord like this, and move that 2 frets higher to the actual 7th fret, capo key 4th fret, and we do 1 bar just of strings 2, 3 and 4 together. Great news, that's how we can play a one finger B chord. You could also use a B7 chord if you wish. Here's a quick demo of that. 2, 3, 4. I shivered once, you broke into my soul, the damage is done now, I'm out of control, how did you get to me? And then we're back to the chorus, which we've done already. The second option there is the damage is done now, B7 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need a bar of silence after 1 bar of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a bar of silence. And then we're to the chorus, and that takes us through the whole song. All the song is just those 3 parts in a cycle, including over the guitar solos, which is just the chorus. So let's have a go at that from the very start of the song now. Full, slow play along, and then we're going to look at those lead lines from the start of the song on electric guitar. Let's start off by getting this groove going. So we're going to start off 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we just cycle that for our intro. Let's start that now. Join in with me in 2, 3, 4. And this is where that intro lead would be going. Okay, and then we're going to start with verse 1, 2, 3. I've been a rock, I've got my fences, I never let them down. When it comes to love, I keep my senses. After this time it's gonna change, so be prepared to stay on the A chord. Stay on this A. I shivered once, you broke into my soul, the damage is done now, I'm out of control. How did you get to me? No one else on earth could ever hurt me, break my heart the way you do. No one else on earth was ever worth it. C chord. No one could love me like, no one could love me like you. Back to that riff for this one. Now we'll move on to verse 2. Here we go. 3, 4, you can make me want you. time you want me. You're burning me alive. I can't deny you even when I catch you weaving your weak alibis. Here we go. It's gonna stay on the A, 2, 3, 4, 1, D minor, full bar, and then B7 this time. Stick to that one finger D if you can. 3, 4. No one else on earth could ever hurt me, break my heart the way you do. No one else on earth could ever love me like, could ever love me like, could ever love me like you. This is where we have a little guitar solo, and this just is the chorus. So now let's have a look at those lead parts now on electric guitar. Super cool. We also have this way of playing the chords, which sounds great with this clean sound with just the tiniest slither of overdrive. But that's all I've got on my Fender Stratocaster here. That lead part is a slide from the 7th fret to the 9th fret, so from 7 to 9, staying down and the middle finger hitting 8th fret to make this really classic country. This reminds me of a John Fogerty lead line from Creedence Clearwater Revival. They do this a lot. It's country 6th. Moving down to a little double stop here, which is 2 notes really from this F chord. This F chord just here. Just 2 notes. It's the fret 6 and fret 5. And that's the move we want to practice a few times. I do this with a down pick and then an up pick. Play both of those, that double stop with a down, and then 2 strums, finishing with 1, 2, 3, 4, which is just walking down a major scale. This is middle finger at fret 6, index at 5, ring finger at 7, index at 5. Whole thing, 3, 4. A little bit of vibrato on these 2 notes, or really often any note that you hang on is often a really good idea, or you could use the whammy if you wanted to, if you had a whammy bar. And that's the intro, which just repeats one last time. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the chords one more time to the rest of the song. We got G, C, F, back to C, which is just this power chord shape. Hanging on for the bridge. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to the chorus. 3, 4. No one else on earth could ever hurt me. Just repeating all the same things we learnt with the capo, but using our first finger as the capo. That would make the final 2 chords of the chorus an E flat, and then to an F, returning to that main riff. If you're unsure of where you are, just play this main riff and you really can't go far wrong. That is How to Play No One Else on Earth by Wynonna. I hope you really enjoyed it and you could jam along. Thank you to CMA for sponsoring this video. And if you guys want more country songs, let me know what those are in the comments below, and check out the CMA YouTube channel for some great country content.